Hi there, I'm Christopher Dunnigan. This is HandmadeInVermont.com, and today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge outdoor wall sconce called the Tourou medium. This is a 36007, smaller one than this available, also a larger one than this available. Check them out. This is going to be 11.5 inches tall. That's overall height from the bottom of the fixture to the very top. 6 3/4 inches wide. It's going to have a projection from the wall out, coming in at 8 1/4 inches. So the really important thing for you guys is the back plate and the mounting height to begin with. So back plate's 5 inches wide by 6.5 inches tall, and the mounting height is going to be the distance from the bottom of the fixture, which is the glass on this, to the middle of the electrical outlet box, 8.25 inches. So I want to show you more information on that. If you can do me a favor, if you're on the site, on our site, Handmade in Vermont, if you're on the page for this fixture, look over on the right-hand side of the screen midway down. You're going to see a link. It's going to say, click here for installations instructions PDF. So click on that for me and open it up. That is going to show you a lot of good information. It's going to show you basically a parts list to begin with. It's going to show you how the glass goes on. And this is actually the glass for the smaller version of this, not for this fixture, but it's the same type of glass. You'll notice the bottom is open, so you can get your hand up there easily to change the bulb. Does not collect bugs. Closed on the top, well, except for where the socket comes through, and then the fixture itself will seal up the top of this. But the really important part, it's going to show you the back plate and how it goes on your junction box. If you are putting this into clapboard, or you're putting this into shingle siding on a building or a house, you're going to need to cut a block and have your guys cut a block. Possibly you already have a block there, so you just want to make sure that the block is a little bigger than the 5 inches wide by 6.5 inches tall. You know, a little bigger than that, so it fits on there. The other thing is, when you're done putting this on the building, you want to run a bead of clear silicone where the sconce meets your building to seal up the gap between the two, so water and moisture doesn't get in there and cause problems down the road. It's just a quick little thing you can do. Okay, let's move on from there and talk about lamping. Excuse me. So this is going to be using a medium base socket, the good old one we grew up with. You can still use an incandescent bulb if you want to. You're going to be limited to a 100-watt max incandescent bulb on this. So just kind of keep that in mind. Most of you guys are going to be using LEDs anyway, so that doesn't really matter. LEDs, they barely draw any electricity. They don't produce heat. And this is an A19. This is the same size as the one I just showed you. This is just the standard bulb we all grew up with. So an A19 you can find easily up to 60-watt equivalent, 75-watt equivalent, 100-watt equivalent, and you're good to go there. You can find these dimmable if you guys want to dim these. Some of you guys are going to be putting these sconces maybe around a back deck or patio, an enclosed porch, or on a pool. If you're going to be doing that, put them on a dimmer so you can dim these down and put in a dimmable bulb. Don't forget to buy a dimmable bulb so you can dim them down, so when you guys are back there after dinner and you're hanging out with your friends, you can dim them and make them almost like candlelight so you don't have the glare of a heavy light on you. And the other thing is, when you are looking at bulbs out in the marketplace to buy, make sure that you are buying the color temperature that you like for your needs. With LEDs, you're going to have a couple choices. The glow of an incandescent bulb, the one that I like, this guy, excuse me, is 3,000 Kelvin. That's the same light that's coming down on my hands from the LEDs above us, and that's just my preference. I like that warmer light. Some of you guys are going to like that cooler daylight. That's the outside light, they call it, or full spectrum. That is 4,000, 5,000 Kelvin. So just remember, when you're out looking at a hardware store, a big box store, or online, it'll tell you right off the bat, 3,000 Kelvin is the warm white one. That's going to be the warmer glow. 4,000, 5,000 Kelvin is the whiter light. And make sure you buy a dimmable one if you guys want to put it on a dimmer. You're good to go there. If you are in the state of California, let's talk about that for a quick second. So a lot of you guys are going to be pulling permits in California for new construction and renovation. If you are pulling permits and there is a building inspector coming out to check on what you're doing, he or she may make you guys do a number of different things, and they're going to give you a list, basically. So they're going to let you do like timers and photovoltaic sensors, all kinds of different things. But the one thing they're really going to push you onto is a GU24 socket, and that's just a setup that doesn't allow you to put in an incandescent bulb. See the two little holes here, two little prongs there? It just slips right in like that, and you're good to go. We offer this as a custom, so just contact me for information about that. This is the same deal if you guys are doing a LEED certified building, LEED, and that's going to be if you're doing a house or a building trying to get tax credits for energy use. Okay. So I want to touch on Hubbardton Forge's glass for just a second. Hubbardton Forge's opal glass is not just another piece of white glass. This is actually hand-blown glass. All of their glass is hand-blown. And to begin with, it's actually a clear piece of glass to start with. And they come in, they blow a second layer on the inside of white glass. Then they come back and they do a third step where they sandblast the entire outside. So you'll notice when you get these in your hands, they actually have layers of glass on them on the end. You can see them on these two pieces. And it gives it this really soft, semi-transparent, kind of milky quality. It's a soft glowing piece. Really, really pretty. You know, they're really obsessed about details at Hubbardton Forge, and a lot of people don't. I don't think they appreciate it out in the world, but you appreciate it because that's why you guys are here watching this video. There you go. Let's talk about something else. Same kind of idea. They only use aircraft-grade aluminum to make all of their outdoor lighting, and the reason they do that is because aluminum holds up better than any other material in harsh, extreme weather. When you go out and you're out in the world, look up and you'll see those jet airlines flying up there way above your head. They're all made out of aluminum for a reason, because it holds up beautifully, it welds beautifully, it doesn't rust, it's very light, and it's just the best material to use outside. So on top of that, they have developed these outdoor baked epoxy powder coats that can go over this and make them pretty much indestructible, and we're going to talk about that right now. So how they do this, you'll notice in the picture next to me, there's a picture of a woman, and she's actually shooting powdered finish at the fixture. And they take the fixture, let's say this is the fixture to begin with, okay? They wire it up with a wire here, a wire coming down. They run a small amount of electricity through it to make it positive. And what that does, it makes it attract everything around it. So when she's over there spraying little bits of powdered finish, what it's going to do, it's going to go over the entire fixture. It's going to get into every nook, every cranny, top, bottom, sides, the whole thing. They're going to take that fixture, they're going to put it into an oven. That's going to melt that down and make it into a hard epoxy shell. And it makes it, incredibly strong. Because they do this, and these things have been tested in these wind chambers where they have shot, salty seawater at them, basically, because that's what's going to happen on a beach, right? Where a lot of these things are going to end up. They had to really do that to make sure that they're going to hold up for you. And because they have done that, they offer the best warranty for the entire lighting industry. And you can see that over on the left-hand side of your screen. Limited lifetime warranty for residential use, and check it out, and it'll really make you feel better about their products. Okay. Moving on from there, why don't we talk about our showroom in Vermont. We have over 350 Hubbardton Forge fixtures spread across 2 floors. We actually have a What's on Display page on our website. It's over in the red tabs over on the left-hand side of your screen, so you can open up that and check it out. Showroom has also a clearance center. So clearance center stuff is 75% off MSRP. It's an amazing deal for you. It's returns, discontinued things, and showroom samples. If you guys are going to come visit us, do me a favor, bring a big SUV, if you can, if you have one, only because the boxes are set up for shipping. Measure everything you can think of. So measure with a measuring tape, measure your ceilings, measure counters, tables, distances between junction boxes and things like ceilings, because if you're looking, you want to make sure when you're looking at these things that they're going to be able to be used by you for your needs, okay? And then also bring an iPad. If you guys are doing a project and you have a tablet laying around at home, take pictures with that. Take pictures, and you can bring that tablet in, and we can go through all those pictures together and look and see what you guys are doing, and I can help you out on that, okay? So when you buy your Hubbardton Forge fixtures from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. No tax if we ship out of the state of Vermont, and we're the only dealer with 90-day returns and no restocking fees. No one else does that. Some larger items, generally big things on pallets and custom things, are going to be non-returnable. We'll always tell you that on the page for it, so just keep your eyes peeled for that. And then on top of all that, we offer a rush program. So in order for you to get all of these different finishes, Hubbardton Forge doesn't stock. It takes generally about 3 to 4 weeks to get product out. We can cut that time in half, and it is super, super inexpensive. A lot of people don't even know about it. If you want to know about it, the best thing to do is just drop me a quick email, sales@HandmadeInVermont.com, and we spell out the word Vermont. You can also call 802-446-2400 during business hours. And so I'm here every day except Sunday, from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time if you guys want to talk to me. And then you can email us 7 days a week at sales@HandmadeInVermont.com, and we spell out the word Vermont. So I think that kind of wraps things up on this. You guys have any questions at all, let me know. Thank you for stopping in today. Take care. Bye-bye.